Hello, friends, and welcome back to the worldwide headquarters of Two More Books LLC. I'm Cassidy Carson, and this is the life of a writer. As you can see, I am at my desk. This is my main floor desk. On the other side is JT's desk. But at the moment, he's not here. He's gone out for his morning writing session at Comma Coffee in downtown Carson City, across the street from the Nevada State Legislature. So he spends many of his mornings there. He likes the ambiance, he likes to get his coffee there, and it gives him a chance to really focus on his writing because I seem to be his biggest distraction. In the meantime, I'm here. I have my manuscript open on one screen and I have my Excel spreadsheet open on the other one. Today I am working on smoothing out the rough edges of Restless Spirits Book 2, which I plan to send to my betas in the next few days. So I just want to make sure that everything makes sense because even though I did outline the book, it took a few turns during the drafting process. And I know for sure that I am completely rewriting one chapter. Once I do that, I may need to revise some of the other ones so that the book flows more smoothly and makes some sense. So that's my plan for the day. Actually, today and tomorrow, I will be here at my desk or upstairs in my other office working on Restless Spirits Book 2. And the funny thing is that this time last year, I was wrapping up the first book in the series, Passion Restored, and it was released in July of 2025. I'm hoping that Restless Spirits Book 2 will be out in April of 2026, so I don't know if I'm being a little ambitious about that, but my plan is to get this through the beta read and into the editing queue within the next couple of weeks, so that that would give me about 6 to 8 weeks to get through the editing process before publishing. And you may wonder why it looks like I'm rushing this. I'm really not. I have been working on this series, at least in the back of my mind, for many years now. And I'm at the point where I really want to get things out there so I can move on to other projects. But I also want to put out the best book possible. So that's why I'm going back to smooth things out before I send it off to my betas. Once I get their feedback, I will do another round of smoothing before sending it off to the editors. And of course, during the editing process, I will be updating the manuscript with the changes that they recommend. And I still need to do the book cover contest. In the meantime, over here under my document holder, I do have a sketch pad because I have been working on the Restless Spirits series logo. So I'm hopeful that by the time I release book 2 in April, I'm being optimistic, then the Restless Spirits book or the Restless Spirits series logo will be ready to go. And I'd like to do bookmarks that are particular to my series so that they can match up with the books. I don't know if I'm going to do any character art or anything yet. I like to sketch and I have done some art classes, but I'm not really a trained artist, and sometimes I can get what's in my mind onto paper and it looks just the way I'd like it to, and other times I get really frustrated and have to keep putting it aside because it's not going the way I'd hoped. So the logo, I think, has come together well. I just need to finalize it. But as for character art, that could be a little bit tricky. So we'll see how that goes. But who knows? Somewhere down the line, I might get bored, do some character art, and do some maybe character cards to have when we do our book events. So today is just a normal winter Saturday here in Carson City, Nevada at the headquarters of Two More Books LLC. It is pretty much our 1-year anniversary as an LLC, and I feel like our first year was a good starting point for what we're doing. So I'm hoping to, like I said, get at least these 2 books, Restless Spirits Book 2 and 3, and Battleborn Bride out this year. JT and I are planning another book for the Queens and Consorts series, which would be a companion to From Tundra to Tiara, which we co-wrote. And we have some plans to co-write the next book in that series. I'm pretty sure at this point it will be a prequel to From Tundra to Tiara, so stay tuned for that. And I posted about my typewriter, which, thank you to everybody who watched that video. It seems like that one was very popular. We have ordered an ink cartridge for that typewriter. I did find one of the missing keys, so it's only missing one now, and I'm hoping that I can put that to use on a project for later in the year, because I want to try to type something up on my old school typewriter. And I think the vibe will go along with what I will be working on for that. So I keep talking about all my plans here when I really should be focusing on this. One more quick thing before I go, just in case you're interested in my daily routine. Normally what I do when I wake up is I take a little time. I go through a series of word games. I like to play Wordle and Quirtle, and JT and I play Words with Friends together. I also do some Sudoku and math problems, I'm not great with math. I can do basic math with no problem, but any upper level math has always been challenging for me. So I try to exercise my brain that way before I sit down to start writing. And then JT and I will have breakfast. Today we had our weekly meeting because we get together to talk about our projects in progress. We talk about our plans. We update, discuss anything that we might have earned, any expenditures we need to make related to our business. So we're trying to be very official with how we're running our little company. And it is, we were doing 3 meetings a week, but we've narrowed it down to the 1 because we don't really need to do 3 meetings every week. We'll have an ad hoc meeting here and there. And we also discuss our podcast plans. So we have already recorded an interview with an interesting author that will be posted for our weekly podcast tomorrow. I should mention today is January 17th, 2026. So we are 2 weeks away from the end of January. The month is half over already. Unbelievable. And so far, my daily YouTube posts are going well. So that's a little bit about what I'm doing and how my day goes. And I just thought I would check in to say hello before I get down to work, because I am determined to post at least a video a day here on YouTube. I currently have around 20 subscribers. I have been watching some other YouTubers talk about their experience and how inevitably at some point some of them have a massive surge in new followers. I don't know if that's going to happen for me. I've been on various social media platforms for many years, and I tend to pick up a few followers here and there. Normally, if I start following other people back, which, I don't know if that's really helpful. And I just keep dipping my toe into social media in the hope that I will connect with someone somewhere who may share similar interests. And, I do interact with people that I know in real life, and that's always fun. But in the meantime, I am not a viral YouTuber or TikToker or any of these social media platforms. I doubt that will ever be the case, but in case you're interested in my YouTube journey at this point, like I said, I have about 20 followers in January of 2026. I am, up to this point, successfully posting a daily video to my channel, and I have gained a couple followers over the past couple of weeks, so thank you if you have started following along. And I hope to maybe find more people moving forward. If not, at least I'm documenting what I'm doing, and that way I can look back and say, hey, what was I doing that Saturday in January when it was so cold outside that I didn't want to go anywhere? Perfect writing weather, really. And now I'm just rambling. So thank you again for joining me. I'm Cassidy Carson, and this is The Life of a Writer. I'll see you next time.